We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Kayvon Thibodeaux make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here we go, set. And cycle. Six, mega. Your blue. Hey,
they'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
1 red. 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 1 red
2nd and 14. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black open. Black shot.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back to throw again. Claypool with another catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Pass midfield. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game.
White, yellow, blue.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now the 4th-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Singletary. is in. Touchdown, Washington. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 55 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 21. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll look to throw again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdes-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now Carr again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Carr. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Von Miller. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Striker, 3-3. Long red.
Here's 2nd and 8. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll go option to the short side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 21. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Austin, the man in motion left. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Ready.
The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. 6, 7.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's Tonyan.
Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan.
28 yards.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Carr's throw brought in by Austin.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Boston, the man in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty.